Hey, African American Lit, welcome to week two. You all did so awesome in week number one. Lots of really great comments. Just a couple of reminders before we get started on week two. Make sure you're not deleting or resolving anybody's comment and make sure that you put in your name. But with that said, lots of really good insights, and I'm glad so many of you were engaged in the readings. Let's keep that up. Let's go to week two. So as always, it's Tuesday, you got your email from me, you click on the links and you should be coming to our Google Class space. Everything is still listed here. Just some reminders that all of our readings for the entire semester are in that last folder that says class readings. So if there's ever something that you want to come back to or something that you would like to read ahead, not sure how your summer is set up, you do have access to those materials. So with that said, as always, we start with number one, which is our assignments and discussions. You'll see that the current week is always going to be first up. Don't worry, week one is not over, it's not done. It's still there at the bottom if you want to go back to that as well. So this week we are moving on to talk about Black joy and Black family. I really like to start here in terms of really getting into genres of literature and looking at kind of the themes in which we see. So you'll see here, I have a quote from Dilly from Philly, just living my life like it's golden. And we're kind of looking for what are the things that maybe we see that bring a real positivity about the culture, or what are the things that we see that really speak to what family means within the culture, based on our literature, based on the text evidence that we can find. So we have 4 readings here that are in our required section. The first one is a poem that I absolutely adore. It's called We Should Make a Documentary About Spades. And yes, it's about the card game Spades. So if you don't know what that is, you might want to spend some time looking at some videos, TikTok, Google, whatever you might do. It's a really interesting thing to kind of research. We have lyrics in terms of rap lyrics. So I'd be shocked if y'all hadn't ever heard the song by Ice Cube, Good Day. So I have an idea that you know what it sounds like, but I want you to read it. As you read those lyrics, I want you to get a feel for what a good day means and what it means a good day is not by what's absent. The poem that we have next is Nikki Rosa by the outstanding, phenomenal, one-of-a-kind Nikki Giovanni. I think this one really speaks to the idea of Black family and Black joy in one, whereas some of our other readings kind of lend one way or the other. And the last thing is really about cultural appropriation. As we're talking about the things that are positive, sometimes we need to look at the way that they are used. So that is an article for you to read. Those are the 4 things that are required. Of course, we have a couple other things here. We have a video on imagery and symbolism that will help you in terms of analyzing text. If this is new to you, particularly if you haven't had a college level literature course or it's been a while, I really suggest you review them. Your secondary materials are all lyric and poem form as well. And all of these fit more into that family category in terms of thinking about themes. And the last thing that we have this week are our drop-in conferences. We'll do this both this week and next week. So this week's drop-in hour will be, and that should say Wednesday, not Tuesday. So we'll fix that while I'm making this video. The 14th. There we go. From 6:45 to 7:45. The way drop-in conferences work is you click that link in Zoom. If you've been in Zoom before, you know, sometimes it'll ask you to update or whatever. You don't have to download it. You will need the meeting ID. I'll check your name and let you in. It might just be me and you. It might be me, you, and several other classmates. And we're just kind of going to address issues and questions, as concerns, anything that you might have, meet and say hi. So that as we move forward with some of our activities and as we move forward with our assignments, you'll know how to access Zoom, our office hours, ask questions, and we'll all be really comfortable with what we're doing this semester. All right. The last thing, of course, is our discussion right here on our discussions page. For this one, I'm asking you to do the required 4 readings first. And then in your reply, of course, your name, tell me what question, write a paragraph that addresses one of them. You have lots of choices to choose from within our general themes of positivity this week. So you can choose something for Black joy, you can choose something for the family, you can choose to look at imagery or symbolism based on what you find interesting in the readings. And I was really pleased last week that we had so many people pick different things. I hope that trend continues, particularly because in this week, I'm asking you to reply to at least one classmate that answered a question different from you. So for me, in my comment that you'll be replying to, I answered question number 1. So for my reply, I would pick someone that answered question 2, 3, or 4. And that's it for this week. So just continue our reading and our discussion, and then come see me in Zoom. And then that's it. Hope you have a blessed week. And if anything comes up and you have questions or concerns, just give me an email. See you in your conference.